Hi everybody, I hope that you're doing well and that you've had a blessed week. Today's topic is how to avoid weight gain with cheat meals. Now, if you're like me and if you've had problems with weight, and if you had issues keeping weight off or maintaining a healthy weight, cheat meals can be very, very tricky. Cheat meals can be a thing that could really derail your progress. And I don't want that to be you, so I have 4 tips that I would like to share with you about cheat meals. Now, there's one caveat, pretty serious one. If you have a pretty set target weight that you want to reach, if you're trying to lose weight for health reasons and you really need to get the weight off, I say leave the cheat meals alone for the time being. Get to your weight. If you have had food addictions or eating disorders, you really want to get to a healthy place with food before you even try to incorporate the cheat meals. This is just my advice. It's taken me years to get to this point where I can have a cheat meal and go right back on the wagon. It takes time. Don't beat yourself up. I don't honestly think it's realistic to say, well, I'm just going to go on, this health kick and this health lifestyle and never ever have pizza or french fries or burgers or cookies or cake again. That's not realistic for most people. Some people could do it. I mean, they could go without those. They don't crave that stuff and they can go without those things. Good for them. But for those of us who may want it once in a while, I think that you can do it. You can incorporate it. Now that I'm personally at the weight that I want to be at and I'm at a healthy weight, once in a while, if I want a donut, I'll go get one. It doesn't happen very often. I usually don't crave those things, but if it's something I really crave, I'll just go and get it, satisfy that craving, and I'm right back on the wagon. But I used to didn't have a really healthy relationship with food, and it took years for me to get there. But if you want to learn how to incorporate healthy cheat meals, this is the video for you to watch. Before I get into my 4 points, I just would like to say that I do have a YouTube channel. Go ahead and become a subscriber, hit that red button, and get the latest videos that I upload. I thank you in advance for your support, so let's get to it. So the first point that I want to raise is that if you're going to do a cheat meal, you're going to need to plan ahead. Meaning that for me personally, what I have found helpful for myself is that I don't want to plan the cheat meal too far out, meaning that a good idea or a good suggestion would be, like, if you're going to have your cheat meal, have it like on a Saturday or a Sunday, where on Monday you can get right back on the wagon. Because if you start having your cheat meal in the middle of the week or on a Thursday or on a Friday, that cheat meal can easily turn into a whole cheat day, or cheat days, or cheat weeks, or cheat months. So you want to kind of like position your cheat meal in a place where, okay, or during a day or during a time where you can easily get back on the wagon. So Sunday is a good time, Saturday is a good time, but you don't want to plan it out too far in advance because you don't want to give yourself a temptation to keep caving into those cravings. So I would suggest that you really plan ahead on it. And also, not just the day that you have your cheat meal, but also plan the time of day that you're going to have your cheat day. So for me, I'm an early eater. Some of you guys might be a later eater. So it's usually to my benefit if I'm going to have a cheat meal to have it early in the day as opposed to later in the day. I can't have all that heavy food on my stomach. So for me personally, it's good for me to have it early in the day. And if you're going to be active, later on in the day, you're pretty much burning off the calories, which is good. So, I plan pretty much my entire week, just period, with meals. I know what I'm going to eat for the week. So if you are that type of person, you know pretty much what you're going to eat for the week, and you're a meal prepper, it's a good opportunity to kind of like plan your cheat meal as well. I'm usually in a caloric deficit, usually 4 days out of the week. I sort of make up for it because I sort of like calorie and carb cycle. So I know there's a day throughout the week where I can have probably up to 3,000 calories and not gain any weight. So it's a good idea for you to know how many calories you need to maintain your current weight. And if you go over that caloric, for example, if I eat over 2,100 calories, or maybe even 2,200 calories, I will probably gain weight. But if I eat 2,100 calories in a day, I'm fine. I'll maintain my current weight. If I go below that, I'll probably lose weight. So There are calorie calculators online that you can check out. It's good to know, what your caloric needs are for the day, and I will help you plan your cheat meal. So I personally know I can have 3,000 calories in a day because I'm usually in a calorie deficit and I'm pretty much safe. So you don't want to go overboard and go crazy with it. The second thing is set limits. So when I say cheat meal, you're going to have, is to your advantage to have a cheat meal. Don't go all day going crazy eating Popeyes and chicken and burgers and, set a limit. Just make it a single meal. Have any of you guys ever seen The Rock, Dwayne Johnson's, his epic cheat days? It's like this man, he'll have like a dozen chocolate chip pancakes, he'll have 4 pizzas with the works, and then he'll have like 24 or 24 brownies with this huge half-gallon of milk. It's like just pretty much insane. You don't want to do that. I mean, the Rock, he's like on his own planet with that stuff, but and most of us aren't like former wrestlers and athletes and big strong diesel athletic type people, so you don't want to go crazy on your the time you're going to have your cheat meal. You don't want it to be for the entire day. So I found what's helpful for me is that I will pretty much have a healthy breakfast, like a high protein, healthy breakfast. The protein will keep me satiated so I don't go overboard. So I have pretty much the meals, or the meal leading up to my cheat meal, is pretty healthy. And my cheat meal, I'm just going to relax. I'm going to eat what I want, eat what I crave. And, I'm just going to make it just that single meal. So it's good to set limits. The next thing you should keep in mind is to pick the best options. Pick the best options. So when I was a bit more inexperienced with this, I would just go and get the fast food and anything that I was craving, the really, really bad stuff, that's really high calorie and tastes good, like 15 minutes after, 20 minutes after you eat it, you feel like garbage. I've learned my lesson with that, and what I have started to do, picking the best options, also means that you're not only watching what you eat, but if you're going to go out and have your cheat meal with friends or with family, you're going to check out the menu beforehand to see what's there. So you kind of like don't go too crazy. So I pretty much, either if I'm going to have my cheat meal doing something social or going out with friends or family, I try to check the menu out beforehand. But I want to pick the best options in the restaurant, also pick the best options at work. So like I said earlier, I just used to get whatever. I don't do that anymore. I still, if I want a cheeseburger and fries, I'll just make it at home. I mean, it's extra work, but I'll make the bacon cheeseburger at home, or I'll make the pizza at home. Last week I posted one of my cheat meals. I made a pizza with pretty much with the works, a homemade pizza, dough, everything, sauce from scratch. This way I know exactly that I'm eating clean ingredients. Yes, there's more calories, more fat, more sugar, but I made it. I know what's in it, and I know it's not a gazillion ingredients, and because you don't really know what they're cooking your food in and what they're cooking it in. So it's better for me. I found that it's better to cook my own food. I even made my own ice cream. I've never made ice cream before. It came out quite good. It was peanut butter cup ice cream. It came out quite good. So I wanted ice cream, made my own ice cream. I wanted a pizza, made my own pizza. So I say, if you're gonna, it's probably better if you made your own cheat meal. And if you're gonna go out, check out the menu beforehand. So basically try to pick the best options. That way you're not dumping a whole bunch of terrible foods in your body with terrible ingredients and with stuff in it you can't even pronounce, and then your body suffers for it. The ice cream I made, only 5 ingredients, so pretty much know what's in it. Everything I made was organic too. And last but not least, have a post plan. Do a post plan. So for those of you who follow my videos, you know that I intermittent fast as a part of my life. So basically most days of the week I eat within an eating window. So basically I'm fasting for 16 hours and I'm eating within a window of 8 hours. not starving myself, of course. I'm eating 3 meals and probably 2 snacks, and usually getting in around 1,900 calories or just below 2,000 calories. That way I can maintain my weight. Usually don't go over that. 1 or 2 days of the week I might, just to not have my metabolism crash, because you want to keep careful with that. You want to eat too low calories, especially you ladies, because it could cause problems for us. So you don't want your metabolism to slow down too much. So I have a post plan. So usually what I do, if I'm going to have that cheat meal, the following day I'm going to intermittent fast, or just do a 24-hour fast. And I'll probably just, it balances out everything, because usually I don't gain weight. So I have a post plan. So if you're not going to intermittent fast, kind of like eat healthy the next day, you know, chill out the next day, and try to, like I said, if you do it on a Sunday, it's much easier to get back on the wagon on Monday. So cheat meals, I'm still on the fence about them. You know, I don't have them too often. I have my cheat meals maybe 2 to 3 times a month. I keep them at minimum because I want to keep my weight at a healthy, you know, I want to keep a healthy weight, put it that way. So in order for me to do that, I have to make sure that I'm constantly on track. Once again, if you don't have a healthy relationship with food, cheat meals will destroy your progress completely. But you can have them once you get to the point where, you know, you are at your healthy weight and the weight that you want to be at. If you're healthy in general, then once in a while it's not going to kill you to have an ice cream or cookies or cake. You know, it's for, you know, mental health as well, and emotional, to make you feel good emotionally as well. You just can't be like a robot eating, you know, this pretty strict diet every single day. Once in a while is not a completely bad idea to do it, but we're only human after all. But if you're like me and you want to pretty much stay on the straight and narrow, keep those cheat meals to a minimum. Once again, I thank you for your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and God bless.